Okay, we're live.
Yeah,
Hello, everybody. This is a new podcast. We're gonna talk about basketball. We're called Two Fans Talking B-ball. We're gonna just run down some basketball topics, talk about recent stuff, games, just some regular fan stuff, and that's it. I have Chris, my mate, to talk about the
okay.
stuff. And that's it, pretty much. And we have some topics for the day. What are the topics? Here we go. There's the topics. First, we're gonna talk about the OKC and Golden State games. Both games. They were kind of rough to watch. Pretty much. What you gotta say, Chris?
Well, it was an absolute brawl the first game. The second one obviously wasn't as close, but still, uh, the way Golden State manages to handle OKC is just very impressive.
It is. It is. What have you seen in the first game from the OKC?
Well, of course, everyone noticed how Curry ended up with like 46 points, and well, Clay had a very impressive game as well with 32. But to me, the way Draymond had also a very big impact. Even though he had 2 points, he had like 14
2 points.
rebounds,
Yeah, 14
14
assists,
assists, six
six
steals.
steals, 4 blocks. Only 3 turnovers for like a power forward.
Yeah, considering he gets like 14 assists, that's very impressive.
Yeah, Golden State doesn't need him to, get shots up or get points. He
Yeah,
does all the dirty work. He rebounds, and for me, when you have like a player like him that can pass the ball, you can have both Curry and Clay spotting up. Like if you got Curry and he handles the ball and he gets people shots, then you have Draymond, you know, you have him screening the ball or spotting up. So now you got Draymond handling the rock. Now you got Clay and Curry, one of like the best shooters in the game, spotting up. So that makes Golden State in my eyes like super lethal.
yeah, and you can run Curry off picks to spot up as well. Like,
Yeah. Um, Kevin Durant, the first game from what I saw, man, it's just going against all the Golden State team, and you have like a stagnant offense, and it's just you just see one man's brilliance, and just everybody's like whatever. And then again, you have Dion Waiters spotting up, which is a disaster. So, what do you say about that?
um, yeah, I think the way Oklahoma runs their offense is this they rely a lot on Westbrook and Durant, and like usually when you watch the highlight video, all you see is Westbrook, you see Durant, and then sometimes they pass it off to Ibaka, who makes like a shot from outside,
Yeah,
and that's like it. You don't really see much else. It's always the dynamic duo, right?
yeah.
Like you don't see them sharing the rock all over the court.
You
It's
know what?
it's
It's kind of hard, for like Kevin to share the rock where you got offense which is so stagnant. Nobody's moving. Everybody's just watches, Russell or Kevin, take shots.
yeah, yeah.
It's pretty hard, and it's kind of baffling to me because last season you had like Scott Skiles, and I think he was heavily criticized about his offense. I mean, the way he just lets Kevin or Russell do their thing, I guess. And I thought last season it was his coach's philosophy, which is like have no offensive system. That's what I thought. And now this season they got a new coach, a college coach, and they said they're gonna run up some kind of offense. I saw he had like he had a lot of ideas. You saw him run some stagnant offense in college, but in the most part, you saw some potential, and basically, I don't see anything by him bringing to the table. I see them, just playing like straight up, like they always do.
Yeah, it's just been the same after year after year.
It's just weird. First game, Russell Westbrook, 26 points, 13 assists, and he only shot 0.34% from the field goals. He attempted like six threes, and from what I see, is just chucking up shots. I mean, he did share the rock for 13 assists, but this just ain't gonna cut it. You-
Yeah, and you often see as well, still the problem where Westbrook tends to take like a wild shot um, before before like in clutch situations he kind of chokes or
He just doesn't have it. He just takes like if OKC needs a free like to tie or do
yeah.
anything, he doesn't have it. He might just make one now and then on clutch situations, but
Hmm.
he doesn't have it. You
Yeah.
just can tell by his jump shot. You see how high does he elevates. Um, if you ever play basketball, to anyone that listens, and you really get elevation on your shot, all your body's kind of stiff. It's very hard to have any kind of touch on the
Mhm.
ball, and often you see Westbrook, when he gets like long distance shots, you see him brick them because he has no touch. Or where it's good is in a like pull up J situation when he gets up, and that's how he makes a lot of his shots. But
Yeah.
late situation where when OKC needs a shot, he's not the man. Um, just to talk about that situation, we said he shot poorly from the field goal in that game. Kevin Durant, who carried the fucking team, he carried the team. He had 37 points, 50% from the field goal,
Yeah.
attempted 11 threes, made seven.
He was the one stepping up
It
and
was crazy.
really.
You saw really getting to him on defense as well. He was going
Yeah.
at them offense and defense. That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
pretty crazy. He had like five turnovers, but I don't blame him as much as I would blame Russell.
Yeah. Westbrook had like 7 turnovers, for
Oh
example.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And just to bring out, I think last time now they just played Clippers before the Golden State game.
Hmm.
Um, and I think in the clutch again, Russell went for some leaning,
Oh yeah, like
two
from
point shot, and he bricked it, and
oh
like
man.
that was the closer right there. Like Clippers closed it out, and that was
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
it. So yeah,
What do you say about all this situation playing as a point guard as opposed of like playing shooting guard? What do you say about it?
whether he should play SG.
Yep, he has the size.
Um, yeah, but at the same time, I do see the potential, like how he can be a point guard. He can be very effective as a point guard, but sometimes just he
Sometimes.
gets all well. Yeah, sometimes he pulls off a great game, but I think he tends to try take it all on himself too often.
Yeah, often you see him, drive to the teeth of the defense. Like,
Yeah,
yep.
I don't see really them trusting each other enough.
Who?
Like, uh,
Russell and Kevin, or them under,
like they don't really trust their team, I guess, or I don't know why. But
you don't know why? Okay, let's just break it down. Oh, they know they can trust Serge, and, to
yeah,
hit.
Surge, yeah,
Yeah, he got like 20 rebounds that game, which is unusual for him. He doesn't
Hmm.
do that ever since he started stretching the floor. He wasn't that great of a rebounder. Wasn't going at it, uh,
Yeah.
even though he has the skills to do it. But yeah, they have him. They know they have him. You got Andre Robertson. He played in the starting lineup. Played 37 minutes. I see the point of OKC playing him. I see a two guard. He plays at the two guard. He's 6'7". He's athletic. I see the point of playing him as far as defense. But it really, really, really hurts OKC on offense. People just sag off him. I saw him improve his 3-point shot, but it's a problem. It's a real problem. I,
So
I yeah, I consider bringing him off the bench or like
who
on.
would you put at starting?
That's the problem. The problem
You
is
have you have Dion Waiters and you have
exactly,
Randy Foy.
exactly,
Randy
exactly.
Foy.
Now let's just talk about Dion Waiters in that regard. What does Dion Waiters bring to the table as far as anything? Do you see why he's still in the league?
Mm, uh, uh,
Let's just rephrase it. If you have OKC and you're stuck with Dion Waiters, let's just say you're stuck with him.
mhm.
How can you use him to your benefit in a game?
um, I haven't been following how well Dion has been doing, or
Just
um,
from like general perspective, general idea of him in your eyes. What do
I,
you see in him?
I think you could bring him off the bench, um, for some minutes, but I think
What is he good for? Let's just say like that.
mm, at times he can bring some instant offense. He can like he can have that impact at times. He's
Instant offense,
inconsistent with it.
consistent. I don't think he
Consistent.
was. He wasn't even hot or cold. I mean, I don't see him as instant offense because he's just so bad. He's
No, I
not.
mean,
He's not that athletic. He doesn't finish at the rim.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, I
he
mean,
doesn't up. The only thing I see personally in him is like a body like Wayne Wade. He has handles that he can handle the ball. I ain't gonna say he's gonna break people's ankles, but he got some handles in which you got a guard that can handle the ball. That's it. Um, and again, like Robertson, I see him. Robertson has length. I think he has like he has strength, to deal with like guards that post up or anything like that. I see him in. I only see the only thing I see in him staying in the league is in defensive purposes, in which he's not defensively oriented. So, well, I don't know. We just need to see. I guess there's like a timeline for Dion Waiters leaving the league. I just don't know what's with it. But yeah, I don't see him doing anything but that.
it's just a problem that they don't have a proper shooting guard that they could rely on.
Rod Randy Foy, he can shoot the free, but he's like super undersized 6'3".
Yeah,
And they
I
got
still,
Kyle Singler. He can play the two. He's 6'9", but he can't guard like
Kyle Singler
guard.
is
He can't
he
guard
was labeled as one of the worst players in the NBA
worst players as far as what overall.
overall. Yeah, like
Uh,
even his shooting, which he should be like a shooter, right?
he is a shooter. He shoots pretty well.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's just see Kyle Singler. Kyle Singler
It's been pretty bad.
is shooting. Oh my God! Wow.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yep. Well.
He's averaging what?
33% from free.
Yeah. So
Let's see our man Dion.
so
Let's
that's
see.
that's the problem. You have like free people, like free players who are very inconsistent.
Dion Waiters Oh my God, he shoots better than Kyle Singler. 36. Actually, that's not that bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not like very awful or as bad we think he is. He's
Yeah, but
just
the
he
thing,
doesn't. You can't give him a big role. That you bring him off the bench like 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
is it safe to say, in your eyes, that from when he came to the league to now, he hasn't improved? He has still has the same skill set.
Um, yeah. He's in no regards has he upgraded. Like it was a relief for the Cavs to get rid of him. Like whoever just lands Waiters, just I feel bad for you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
He's just a liability, and he makes dumb plays. So
yeah. That's heavily on his personality. That's mostly just affected his progression. You see him, being a troublesome. He has a troublesome behavior. Um, you don't see like basketball. I don't really
yeah,
know so much about him, but you can tell by when you see him, he's not about making the team better and making himself better. You just see it.
I don't
You
know.
see
Yeah,
someone, yeah, that's a head case. Not a J.R. Smith, but you see some stuff in him that you
you
don't
know,
in your team.
Jr. can do his thing.
Yeah, J.R. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
Jr. When you
He's
put
not
him in
J.R.
a
That's his
situation,
problem.
then he's good.
That's
He's good.
Yeah, that's his problem. He's no J.R. J.R. is pretty much like he's like a perfect two guard. You want athletic, can handle the ball, he can really shoot it, but yeah, you have to take the bad side with him. But Dion is no, no, no J.R. And yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Got something to say about the second game?
Well, it was not definitely not as close. Let's see the
Yeah,
quarters.
121 Golden State, one.
First, second, third quarters were close, and then in the fourth quarter, OKC scored 23 points, while Golden State went off for 39.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, you see Kevin, playing as usual. He was having 64% from the field.
9 turnovers this game though. 9 turnovers.
Yeah, still I don't blame him. You saw how he went at him. I don't blame him. I mean, I just don't.
Westbrook, another 33% game.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 125 from the free. That's just unacceptable. I mean, no, you see him. I just, oh
Or
my god.
maybe the OKC are looking at it like this way: that their team they can't, like their teammates, they can't really handle the pressure, or and they feel like they have to sort of take it on their own.
Yeah. You know what?
That's what it looks like, you
There's
know.
something in it. If you look at the roster, you say, well, yeah, that's like that's not the worst roster. They have some depth, but yeah, maybe they're so Kevin and Russell just don't really trust them. That
Yeah.
yeah, this it's like you have like I'm like I'm so it's just so weird that like a player like Anthony Morrow, he didn't even get 1 minute in that game. I mean, how can Anthony?
Moro is a good.
He's a crazy shooter. He's crazy.
Yeah.
You see him get a ball in the corner or everywhere. It's just like a split second and it's out. I'm like, wow, why didn't you get the ball to him
I,
more? Like,
I've been, at times I've seen games, with Moro just playing really well for them.
yeah, I saw him play well every time I saw him.
Yeah, and interesting to see that both games, Enos Cantor,
Oh
uh, he gets 12 minutes one game, and the other game he got 17.
yeah, Enes Kanter is a problem. What do you say?
Defensive liability.
It's a liability, maybe, but you got like two
Defensively, for sure.
options. You got whether you go with a defensive, run to the basket, dunk, block, do all the dirty work. Steven Adams, which he really
Uh-huh.
doesn't like get bored. He doesn't. but he does all the dirty stuff, or but he gives you like not I wouldn't say zero offense, but he's not there for it. But Enes Kanter can really score the ball, but the problem is he's just no good in defense. Like it's like
Yeah.
um, I won't go for maybe just Carlos Boozer type defense. It's
Oh
pretty.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's pretty.
very, and for his size as well, uh, to really just fumble like that under the basket.
Yeah, but he's like,
6'11".
yeah, but you see him just doesn't. He has plays like when you see him like James Harden, he has no idea where his man is, and
Hmm.
James Harden's credit, as much as it can give him, he guards like guards, and they can go from the baseline to the top of the key. They got like the whole court, to move, but Enes Kanter just guards a man that just goes from the baseline at most. Sometimes
Yeah.
that's a bad thing. Oh my god.
Well, from Harden, I've seen him play defense. He can, but I don't know. Like, does he lack the will
I'd
to
say
play?
I'd, I'd say he just lacks the motivation. That's it. I saw him really turn up on defense. I wouldn't say I'm too worried about him on that regard. He doesn't play defense at times, but
Hmm.
when he just clearly see it's a matter of just him putting himself in it. He can
Yeah.
do it. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. So this was OKC and Golden State, both games. Kind of sort of breakdown. We talked about OKC. Got some more to say about OKC, or you want to move on?
Well, if this would become a playoff series, then Golden State would walk away. Pretty sure 4-1 or 4-2.
And that's our next topic, the playoff picture. Let's see what we have. The picture. Let me get playoff picture in the Western Conference. Right now, you got Golden State, Houston.
Hmm.
We'll break down the West or the East first. Let's
Uh,
start from the easy, the East.
all right, yeah, East. Okay,
Okay, let's start from the bottom. Um, yep.
from
Um,
Miami, Atlanta.
yep. Miami, Atlanta. You see them leading the regular season series and three and
Hmm.
one. Um, that's kind of a tough one. I mean, I see like this series could really turn up to be like an exciting one, even though I don't really like to watch Atlanta, but they're a good team. They're a good team.
Yeah, yeah. Not
So what do you
taking
think from
nothing
that
away from
series?
him.
What do
But
you see from that series?
really, honestly, I think I would go with the Heat.
How
Um,
much?
I would give Atlanta maybe 2 games.
2 games. That's it.
Yeah, 2 games.
Oh man,
Yeah, I
wow.
don't. Atlanta hasn't really.
They're being the regular season champions. Like they were crazy on the regular season, but
That was last season.
like everybody thought, including me, I didn't thought they were going to do any damage in the postseason. They were just I didn't see it.
Yeah.
What do you think about Joe Johnson in Miami?
Oh, I think he fits in great. I think he brings like a little bit of consistency on the offense that
Oh yeah, from that.
Miami really struggles with.
Oh yeah,
Times you have you have Gerald Green like going off for 20, and then the other game he's sort of where is he? 5 points. That's not enough.
yeah,
Um, and now you have Bosch out, so you definitely need that consistency.
yeah. And you got Wade.
Yeah,
He's
Wade has been playing good. I've really enjoyed watching him
yeah,
turn
he's
up.
been producing consistently, but you can't count on him. It's not 2006 Miami. Can't
Yeah,
count on
of
him,
course.
drop 30 and carry a team to like the championship. That won't happen. Um, Joe Johnson in Miami is like so good for them. Um, just let's just break down the roster of Miami. Let's just do it right now.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite topics.
The Miami roster.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got. Let's just talk about. Let's just run down the names and tell me what you think about it. You got Goran Dragic at the one.
Hmm.
You got Joe Johnson, Dwayne Wade. They can switch up. Um, no, yeah,
They've been playing Johnson at the starting small forward spot.
yeah. He can play free. He can play two. Wade can switch up with him. On
Yeah.
switches. So you got some versatility. Both are really strong. You got Bosch, which is out.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Yep. Who's covering up for Bosch right now?
I think
Mari.
Deng. I think Deng is in the starting lineup.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
Yep. So you
They
got
play that small
Goran,
ball.
Wade. You got Joe Johnson. You got Luol Deng. Luol Deng isn't that small. He's 6'9".
Yeah. Yeah. He can defend for us.
Yeah, and the thing with the East, you got a lot of. From what I read a lot about it, the East doesn't have really dominant interior players as far as offense. So like Indiana, they can play like a stretch
Yeah.
four or like a small player like Paul George plays four, and he's good at it just because he goes every night against Eastern Conference teams that doesn't have really dominant inside players, so he can play that. So the Heat can get away with it as well. They play Luol Deng, and
Yeah.
you got Whiteside. That's it's one of I think in my eyes was it's one of the best lineups in the NBA.
The NBA
Yep, they have the potential. In my eyes, to
upset.
yeah, they could really do good in my eyes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
they have the pieces, no doubt in my eyes.
The thing I'm maybe worried about is it's not about this year. It's about the off season. How Whiteside is gonna approach it. Is he gonna be with the mentality like, okay, highest offer, here I come, or is he loyal?
He's not loyal. I don't
Yeah.
see him loyal.
Yeah.
With him, he was troublesome from the start. Everybody knew it. He had like mad talent because it's not like he came from nowhere. Everybody knew who he was. He knew what he has. He's not the first one to have like crazy, physical tools and crazy upside. No, it's about his behavior, his mentality, his character. It was troublesome because the evidence of it is now you see him, really playing
Yeah.
at age 27. Where were you been like 7 years? Like let's just say you played like 2 years at college or one or whatever. Where have you been? So that's the problem. So he decided he want to play basketball because he can make a lot of money playing it. Now he has put up the numbers for him to get paid. And on off season, it's just gonna get paid. That's it. That's the time to get paid. He's 27.
Yeah. So
He's
yeah, I'm thinking as well that he's probably gonna leave.
Yep. And it's a problem with him. Sometimes you see him play like at 50%. You just don't see him go as hard. And he just can do a lot more than he does right now. He does do them really good. He averages almost 4 blocks. I think that's like first place in the NBA. He's
He's averaging right now 13 points, 11 rebounds, and yeah, 3.9 blocks per game.
Yep. I think that leads the NBA.
Yeah, that should definitely be number one.
Almost 12 boards, and I don't. I'm concerned if I'm the Eat about him. Um, he's
Yeah,
he's,
I'm
he's the
concerned
wild
that he's
card.
gonna leave.
Yeah, he's gonna probably leave if they're not gonna offer him top dollar. But
They can.
even if he stays and takes the offer in Miami, I'm worried about this guy. I'm not feeling 100% with him.
Why?
Why? Because he's troublesome. He has a character. You can't count on him. I just can't.
Okay. Okay.
The rest of the roster, you got Gerald Green, Tyler Johnson, Justice Winslow, Amari Stoudemire, Mario Chalmers. No.
No, Chalmers is with the Grizzlies.
Yeah, he's with the Grizzlies.
Yeah. Yeah, but last 5 games the Heat have won.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
Randall Udrich
New
got
York.
waived.
Yeah.
McRoberts came back. He's a nice stretch four.
Yeah, but how much is he gonna get?
Yeah, but he's like a versatile, big. He can handle the ball some.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd want to have him on my bench. He's
yeah.
okay. And yeah, that's it pretty much. So you say you give Atlanta two
Two games.
games.
2 games. Yeah.
I say, I say, um, it's a matter of it's a problem because there are some trade rumors talking about Atlanta trading with Houston. Did you hear it?
Yeah, it was a three-man trade, right?
I heard like a straight up trade. That's what I heard.
I
Or
heard like Houston, Atlanta gets Howard, Heat gets Teague and Horford, and Rockets get who they get. There's
Tegan
some
Tegan Orford.
no the report was Heat gets Teague and Horford. I
Okay.
don't know. I don't remember right now. But
Okay, so that's a problem. If Horford stays, Dwight is with him. I have no idea, but the way that I think of Atlanta, I say 7 games. I want the Heat to win, but if I have to bet my money, um, I'd say because Joe Johnson, I'd give the Heat.
because of Joe Johnson, okay.
Not because of solely Joe Johnson, just
I think it's all about Wade.
it is about it always about the core players in the team. Wade, Dragic, and
Yeah, yeah.
everybody. But I think that's a piece they really needed. How much time is Bosch out? He's out for the playoffs as well.
Uh, I don't know. His career could potentially be over.
Oh, it's the same alpha issues he
Blood
had.
clot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, so yep.
That would really be a big hit.
I think Miami can take it 7. Okay, next Boston, Charlotte. Anything to say about that?
Two very interesting teams.
Charlotte, Charlotte
Boston has been very, 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 very good this season. With with
overachieved.
with, with how much they've got,
I say Boston is overachieving like crazy.
overachieving in the
Yep.
East. I don't really think so.
Well, yeah, I mean, they have like a good foundation. They got like, 3 players, I think, really defensively oriented and really go at people. You got, Bradley, you got Smart, you got Jay Crowder, and of course, you got, on the offense, you got Isaiah Thomas, which is an all star this year. Um, and they got a great coach, great management.
Yeah.
Charlotte's, they got Jeremy Lin. You just don't know. I know he played better, but you don't know what you get from this kind of dude. What else? Al Jefferson.
Uh, is he playing right now?
I have no idea.
Wait, I gotta check on that.
I have no idea, but I just don't see much from that series. There's not much to talk about. I have no idea. I'd say maybe 6 games to Boston, maybe, or maybe just one. Who knows? Um, the next one is, I think, very interesting. Toronto and Indiana.
Oh yeah, yeah. Toronto.
Toronto is a team.
Yeah. You finally see really consistency out of Lowry and DeRozan.
Oh yeah.
and that's really been helping this team achieve.
Yeah, they got like Valanciunas. He's like a two-way player, can play defense, rebound. You got the back to the basket game. Um,
Bismack
got
Biyombo,
players. Hmm?
Biyombo as well.
Oh yeah, Biombo as well. He's there.
Defensively,
Yeah,
is
block shots, grab rebounds. You got players, versatile, really nice players like Patterson. He's strong. He can stretch the floor. He's nice. Um, uh, Johnson, you can really play defense. You could pull like Johnson, like LeBron. You can try. I mean, he has like the body to play him. He's not that quick like him, but I think it's a good matchup. Um, yeah, Indiana they got like players like I see Jordan Hill playing better. George
Miles
Hill.
Turner.
Hmm?
Miles Turner
Yeah, oh Miles Turner. Yeah, Miles Turner was a revelation. Yeah.
recently rookie of the month
Oh yeah.
for the East, I think.
Yeah, he's not winning any rookie of the year, but he played good. He plays good.
Yeah.
Toronto, Indiana. What do you see?
Um, Potentially 6 games.
6 game.
Yeah, I think the Pacers can really push the Toronto to some extent, but overall, I think DeRozan and Lowry will prevail.
I see Toronto crushing them. I see Paul George against Toronto against
You know,
us.
they have Monte Ellis as well. I mean,
Yeah,
Monte
he's good,
Ellis, not
but
bad, not bad. They
yeah,
can put up a fight. Like, you got Rodney Stuckey coming off the bench as well.
yeah. Rodney Stuckey. Just,
Yeah,
you just mentions these names, and I'm like, Rodney Stuckey. He's right, but he's not real.
I,
Cleveland, Detroit.
um, I think
I
that
don't
would
see
be a
them push.
blowout.
I don't see them push Cleveland. I mean,
No way, no way.
they got some nice players, but
Yeah, but it's no way.
yeah, they're not there. Far as chemistry. Stan Van Gundy's like building Orlando in Detroit. He has like Drummond, who's
Yeah,
like Dwight, and you got like shooters. You got a stretch four, Anthony Tolliver. You got a nice point guard, really nice point guard, Reggie Jackson. They got a really nice team, but they're not there to push a veteran team with LeBron James. I mean,
yeah. It's. I mean, there's no way. There's no way.
I'd give them one. I mean, like,
Yeah, a one game
yeah, they
probably.
have the potential, but no, no, no way, no way. LeBron wants to rest in the first round. No, no way he's gonna let them do anything. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. So now the Western Conference. Oh my. Start from the bottom.
yeah.
Clippers, Memphis.
All right. Well, this is interesting in a way because now the Clippers have been playing without Blake Griffin, right?
Yep.
So how will it turn out when Griffin comes back? Are they gonna continue with
He's like
their
suspended.
streak of
I
winning?
mean, like when is he gonna really come back? What's with it?
Well, it was the case where he punched the well, first he was injured and then he punched one of his like teams.
Yeah, and he injured like his hand or something.
Yeah, he injured his arm and then he got suspended as well and fined, I think.
Well, the timeline for him to come back. He's gonna
Uh,
the playoffs. I mean, it is significant, but Memphis is like it's like a dying body. With like you can't save them. It's not Memphis of last year. I mean, they got Gasol, they got Randolph. They got Tony Allen, which is good and bad. Uh, Mike Conley. They don't have Jeff Green anymore. Jeff Green
Yeah,
is playing against them.
yeah, and
Uh,
that was a huge addition for the Clippers.
it is. It is. I thought about it like a couple of days ago about that situation. Um, I think everybody knows the Clippers has had a problem in the free. They had Barnes. Barnes was good defensively, and that's it. Could
Yeah, he they relied on him shooting way too much.
Yeah, it wasn't it. You can have them starting.
Yeah,
They brought all kinds of people. They brought like Pierce. Pierce is good, but you can't rely on him. He's old.
he's washed up. He's done. He had his last good seasons and as a role player, but
Yeah.
now it's like
He just
really fallen off
yeah, he can't do it. Luka Mbamute, he's okay.
defensively. Yeah,
Yeah, he's good. He's nice. He has
play him
good
at like
size.
a four spot. I think they've been playing him at four. I think.
Yeah, he's nice, but still, um,
Yeah, he ain't
nowhere.
no Blake Griffin.
Yep. And now they have Jeff Green. In my opinion, I see Jeff Green like a Rudy Gay kind of player.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. He
he has
can
like
drive to the basket. He can
shoot
shoot
the
three.
free, athletic.
Yeah,
He has like the same measurements as well. Um, I think I have like a better addition for the Clippers in the free instead of Jeff Green. What about? I thought about. I think it's better. Wilson Chandler. What do you think about it?
at the Clippers free spot.
Yep.
Uh, hmm.
6'8", he plays the free. He can shoot the free. He can drive, and he's really good defensively. He's not like he doesn't have like a scorer's mentality. He's much like a really
He
tough
can
player. Plays within.
post up as well, right?
Hmm?
He can post up as well, right?
Yeah, he's good. He's really nice. I think he's one of the most underrated players in the league. I think he's really good.
Hasn't he been injured?
I have no idea.
Or is he playing now? I think he's playing now for Nuggets, right?
Yep, Nuggets.
Yeah.
I
The
have no.
Nuggets haven't really been relevant, so he's not
Yeah, nobody
playing.
nobody knows anything about them.
Yeah.
So I say Clippers, Memphis. There's nothing to talk about, but Clippers were been prone to choke really really bad.
Yeah, it's really if they don't, you know, go through this year, then it's really gonna start getting very
Yep.
upsetting for
Yeah,
Chris Paul.
I think like when Blake is out, it's like a blessing for the Clippers. You see CP3 really go out on offense and try to get buckets. So
Yeah.
I won't see this matchup any kind of problem for the Clippers, but yep, that's
No,
it.
I just want to see first Blake back in the lineup and how they do, and then sort of make my assumption from there on. I want to see Chris Paul stay the way he is right now. If he
Yeah,
cools off, if he goes back to you know, 15 and 10, like
that's
kind
what
of
you want from your point guard, but he can really dominate offensively.
yeah, yeah. You really want him to dominate. You don't want
Yeah,
him to go really, kind of quiet, kind of like, oh, I did my part. You want him to dominate
yeah, he can really put up
because he
numbers.
can really. Then he takes over the game, and then they start winning games.
Yep, he's really good.
Yeah.
When you put the ball in a player like him, when he can really dominate, and he's not unselfish.
Yeah.
When
And he's
he's
clutch.
unselfish, yeah,
Clutch.
he's good. He's good. I'd put the ball in him, in opposed to putting the ball in Russell Westbrook.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, he hit the game winner, game 7 over Spurs,
yep.
and then they went on to choke in the uh, semifinals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
they were up 3-1. How the hell? I really thought that was the year for them. But
uh,
whatever.
That's like the ultimate choke, I think, in sports. Like
Oh,
for
yeah,
what
you're up 3-1. You're up 20 points. You let them back in.
in like NBA history perspective, this stuff like almost never happens. It's like rare. It's like seeing like some kind of legendary beast. It's crazy.
Okay, let's
Oh
go
man.
on.
OKC, Dallas, Dirk.
Um, no, no, I
No,
don't see nothing really going down in that series.
no, Dirk is gonna make some threes, gonna make some shots, but gonna hurt them defensively really bad. Not because he doesn't want to, just he's like I think like one of the few players that he really can't play defense. He can't. You see, he can't.
Yeah,
You
he
can't ask him play defense. He can't play defense.
he's old as well, so that doesn't help him.
Yeah, he got Darren Williams. He's washed up. He brought some from what he had, in his
Hmm.
good times, but he's washed up. You got
Yeah,
Wesley Matthews. I think he's on the wrong team, in my opinion. Dallas is not a bad team, but I think he could be used somewhere else. He's
do you think if they would have got DeAndre Jordan, they would have been a better team?
mm,
Like, what would have DeAndre really brought to the table?
Andre. What they want, Dallas. What they want every time in their front court is a big that can cover for Dirk, where he
Yeah,
can raise shots, where he can rotate. He's athletic. He can. They want a player that can defensively cover for Dirk.
yeah, but
Rod JaVale, they can do like he can do it, but it's JaVale.
yeah,
So
but DeAndre really can't cover for others. I don't think he's very good at rotating.
yeah, that's not the thing that's gonna solve the problem for them. I say for Dallas to continue on in the future, they would have to move on from Dirk in any kind of point in
Yeah,
which.
it's kind of like the situation with Kobe.
Yep,
To
but
really, really rebuild, you need to get rid of the
yep,
old star.
I don't see him being on the floor with them winning. I mean, he can really do some work. I see him playing. He can play like I think like 3 more years. He can make the shots.
Maybe off the bench, bring him
Yeah,
off the
that's
bench, kind
it.
of give like a good offensive punch,
That's it. That's it. He can't play.
like next to
Crucial.
JaVale McGee
Yep.
off the bench. Yeah,
Yep.
that
Needs to come
that
off the
could be
bench.
nice. Yeah.
He's not selfish like Kobe. He doesn't
Oh
like.
yeah, yeah. He's a fantastic player, but he just has his shortcomings.
He gives up money. Sacrifice a lot
Yeah,
of.
uh, I'm really proud of him as a European.
Yep. Bring that mentality.
Yeah, he's a very humble person.
Yeah, he has a win mentality. Win.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm not
And
worried about him, but they're gonna need to move on from him.
and even though it hurt me when Dallas won over the Heat in the finals,
Yeah.
I was sort of glad. Kidd got his ring, Dirk got his ring. So yeah,
Yep. So OKC gonna run over them.
yeah. Potentially a sweep.
Yeah, but who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Right now you see the season series 4-0, and I don't think it's really gonna change.
Yep.
Maybe one
Uh,
game. Maybe one game.
yeah. Uh, that's one interesting matchup right here. If we talk about it in the start of the season, we'll be like, 4-0. No
Yeah.
way they're gonna do anything. But Portland has been really playing well
Oh yeah.
lately.
Lillard has been the one.
Yeah, and McCollum being like
Yeah,
crazy.
the backcourt for
Yeah,
Portland.
the McCollum is like averaging, I think, like 20 points a game. He does,
Uh,
does. I think something
let's
like
see.
that. Anyways, um, still, I'd give them 4-1. San Antonio.
Oh,
Um,
what?
4-1 to San Antonio. Kawhi has been crazy. he's been like a revelation. He was really good, but I think he's risen himself to a superstar status. That's what I think.
Yeah. Um, he's not quite as flashy as someone like KD, or like when LeBron back in the Heat was going off every night for 30. He does what he needs to do, and he does it really well.
Hmm.
And he's come to the point where he can take the game over, and provide buckets. And defensively, obviously, we're not gonna
You
have
know
no
when
doubts.
when LeBron comes to town or KD, you can put Kawhi, and you can
Yeah,
block.
yeah.
You saw
The
him go
guys.
and like block his shot from the behind, and like you saw it.
Yeah,
Oh
uh,
man,
and he's very extremely intelligent as well on the floor.
that's why they brought him in.
Yeah, he's as well a very humble player. Takes it seriously, and San Antonio by far.
Is like one of the best shooters in the game.
Yeah,
Spot
yeah, yeah, yeah. His spot up free is cash.
is crazy.
Yeah,
Damn.
and I'm just San Antonio. Whenever you put him down, just you messed up. Like, they're such a good team,
Yep.
such a good organization, and just Coach Popovich, my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Lamarcus, what do you say? A disappointment this year, or like just into the system?
He's in the role. He's in the role he's put into. Like, he fits in, and he does his part, and that's it. Like, there's no LA show like it was in Portland.
Yeah.
There's no 25-15 anymore.
Yeah. He
Those
gave
times
up.
are over.
Yeah. He gave up the All Star status to win. That's it, pretty
Yeah,
much.
he's a part of the team,
Yep.
and that's it. He might be better than other players, but he's still gonna do the role he's given.
Yep. Everybody's playing a role,
Hmm.
except Kawhi. I mean, Kawhi has a role, but it's not like an OKC.
Yeah.
David West has been extremely effective while coming off the bench.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
he
you bring
was.
up some stats?
He's pretty good. He plays. He always been one of the best defensive power forwards. It's kind of you know surprising to hear. David West, like, ugh. But yeah, he's been like one of the best defenders, and he can hit the mid range shot. He can hold
Yeah, yeah. He's always had that.
super tough. You want him on his team. You don't want to match up against him.
Yeah, I really love the pickup of David West on that team, and they got him for veteran minimum. So the guy wants to win.
Yep,
The guy
yep.
wants to win. He's coming in. He's gonna do his part like everyone else.
And he
That's it.
brings the fire to the
That's it.
team.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Spurs doesn't have that kind of fire. He's good. He's nice. I really like him. Tony Parker. He's like. I mean, at one point I saw him like I said, this dude is like over. I mean, but he
Mhm.
was playing. I think in this off season before this season, it was really bad. I mean, he played for his team, his international team.
Yeah.
I think in like some kind of games. I have no idea, but he played really bad. And from that point, from what I saw, I just thought to myself, they really need to. I think their championship run this year is gonna fall on the point guard spot because Tim Duncan is gonna bring it. Kawhi, from what he's been to what he's now, and
Mhm.
all the pieces. But the point guard spot is troublesome. I saw him play better this year, but it's a problem. I mean,
Last 10 games, he's averaging 15 points, 0.6 steals per game, and 5 assists.
how much does he shoot from the field goal?
49.
That's usual Tony Parker. That's great. If you can bring that to a playoff series, you're good.
Oh, and did you hear that Kevin Martin is signed with the Spurs.
Really?
Yeah, they got Spurs. He's on Spurs.
Okay, so that brings like another. That's a shooter. That's a scorer off the bench.
Yeah,
Doesn't necessarily plays defense, but he can score the ball, and he
he's
said I
got
shoot.
he's got that shooting game going on. Yeah,
Yeah, he's good.
he's, he's averaging 10 points this season.
What about Boban? Everybody wants to know about Boban.
Well, last 10 games he's played 8 games, 2 points per game. Yeah, he plays 4 minutes per game.
I saw him in like several. I think like some games I saw really frustrate the opposing team center. Like I saw him even against Whiteside. He
I,
really he
yeah,
really frustrated him. You know,
I
he's not
think I
only
think
7'3". He has like a 7 foot 8 inch wingspan, and he's not like he's built.
yeah.
That's something to say about him. I like him. I
Yeah, but they usually, I guess, bring him out when the team is blowing someone out.
Yep. He can do some stuff.
Yeah, but you know,
Not gonna say he's gonna start, but yep, 7-3 off the bench. I'm good with it.
yeah,
Golden State, Houston.
don't see much going on there, honestly.
Do you see anything changing if Dwight stays, or you have like Al Orford, Antique, or do you see any difference? Or
If they would have got rid of Dwight Howard,
yep, and they have Teague and Orford.
Horford. Okay. I don't see much improvement from that. Um, Horford is no defensive center, and I think
He can
they,
play some defense. He's not
yeah,
defense,
but he's no Dwight Howard under
of
the
course.
basket. You know,
In
I,
that sense, he's not the White Howard in a lot of good areas.
yeah,
Every time you get the ball to Dwight, which he wants it every time in the post, he really wants the ball. He really wants to score. He usually turns it over a lot of times.
yeah,
So you got Orford that stretches the floor. He can shoot it. He can post up. I think it's better for Houston. I think Houston in particular is a kind of they're in the best situation because in my eyes they had a great coach in Kevin McHale,
hmm
which like really built the team, built the identity of the team. I thought he was a really good coach, and you saw his chemistry with James Harden, where a lot of bizarre and weird and some disrespectful interactions with them, and it's weird to me, coming from that situation to having what's the name of the coach there again?
the current coach.
Yep.
Uh,
Current coach of the Rockets.
hmm, JB
Bickerstaff.
Bickerstaff. Yeah,
Well, yep. I don't see them. I see it. I see it as like a problematic situation, and that's it.
I don't think I'd give even one game to Rockets.
Oh yeah, that bad.
Yeah,
Well, I'd give one game to the Rockets. James Harden going crazy. That's it.
yeah. You mean like a James Harden 45-point game, something
Yep,
like that? Yeah.
exactly. And playing defense, bringing his
Uh,
everything. I'd give him one, just one. That's it.
yeah, yeah. Okay, maybe one. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if Dwight plays well, if they all play well, if they don't let Golden State run on the break as much as they would like, then yeah.
That's not gonna happen. They're
Yeah,
gonna let them run.
that's inevitable, kind of it.
Yep. So let's just fast forward. Western Conference Finals, or let's talk about the Eastern Conference. Who do you see in the finals? Is I think it's easy to say you see the Cavs there, and
Hmm.
yep,
Hmm.
that's really nice. Yep.
Yeah, it is.
The Bulls, maybe.
Hell no. I don't honestly see the Bulls even in the playoffs.
You don't see them what
In the playoffs,
in the playoffs. It's shocking. They have like one of the deepest and like really really good
maybe if
lineup.
Butler comes back, and then they make like a resurgence.
So where they're in the knife spot, and
Yeah, they could bump out Pistons. I could see. Yeah, I could see that happen.
yeah, but that only means they're gonna match up with the Cavs.
Yeah, and
You
that's
see
gonna
them.
end pretty quickly.
They could get the sixth spot maybe.
Six.
In Charlotte, Indiana. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think Charlotte is a little too high.
yep, they are.
Yeah.
Atlanta is where they should be. Charlotte, Indiana, Detroit, all that spots are
Hmm.
dynamic, really dynamic.
I honestly thought the the Bucks would be in this picture.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I clearly was overly optimistic.
yeah, and Washington as well.
Yeah,
Washington,
Washington as well. Yeah,
yeah, Washington got really nice, pieces. You got John Wall, you got Gortat. They always get buckets between them.
and Wall has been playing very well as of recent times.
Who?
Wall,
Oh yeah, Wall, of course.
he's been averaging some sick numbers.
Yep. Wall
He's
is
very
really. You got Otto Porter as well playing nice.
yeah,
He's living up to.
playing the role.
Yeah, he's playing really nice. You got Gortat and Nene is like, who knows? It's like, uh, and it's a weird situation there. It's weird.
We still got some time before the
Yeah.
season ends.
Who knows? I mean, Washington can get in the playoffs and Chicago wouldn't.
Yeah,
Chicago.
but the Butler comeback, that's gonna mean a lot to the Bulls.
Yep. But still, with what they have, I think they have so many good players. They don't know what to do. I mean, for real. I mean, and the two spot uh,
Hmm.
is like, who can they play? They got a lot of nice players they can play. You got Doug, Tony Snell's okay. All of them can really play nice in that role of the shooting guard. Tony, you got Doug, you got even Etwan Moore. He plays nice. He plays defense. He can shoot it. He's nice.
Yeah,
Put any one of them in OKC, I think, and you're feeling good. Um, yeah, you got just so many good players,
yeah,
and
they got assets. They got assets.
yeah, they got assists. But what the hell is going on there? I mean, what?
And this is gonna be the off season now when Rose becomes available, right?
Yeah, Paul Gasol said I think he's not gonna come back.
Ah, yeah, no, no way.
Yep, I think Joakim Noah is a free agent as well.
Yeah, they
He's like
maybe could get rid of him as well.
so
Kick
Cleveland.
that rebuilding.
You see Cleveland and wow. Uh,
You want me to choose a team that they're gonna face?
yep, I want to say
Yeah.
Miami. I wish it would be Miami Cleveland. That would be like one of the that would be great Eastern Conference series. Um, I just don't know who's gonna bring it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe Toronto,
yeah, most likely, but they
but
have.
there can be some upsets. I
Yeah,
really.
last year they choked really bad. Them and the Clippers.
Yeah, yeah, they
I
did.
mean, the Clippers were historically they choked historically, but Toronto choked really bad.
I
Um,
mean, I think Raptors are more confident in that sense this year. And I, you have a fully healthy Lowry now. He's not overweight anything
Yeah, that's the
anymore.
big one.
So that's a big thing, and that they're feeling. I think they're feeling very confident in themselves and in the team, and if they come well prepared, then I think they're ready for anyone, even the Cavs.
So you see Cleveland, Toronto.
Uh, yeah, I want to say the Heat,
I want to
but
say Heat
uh,
as well, but
yeah,
oh man,
just for the Wade, LeBron kind of.
yeah, but they have it. They can do it. They got a nice. You don't. Let's just talk a bit like that. Cleveland is the first as the best record in the Eastern Conference, and they're gonna go to the finals. That's like written in stone. Um, now you got Toronto. They're where they should be.
Mhm.
Uh, and the rest, we just don't know. I mean, like Boston, 38 wins, 25 losses. That's like what? Could you
Mhm.
predict that? I mean, you knew they're good. I mean, you knew they don't have like super talented players, but they play defense. They play hard. I
Uh,
I'd say they'll be in the playoffs. I mean, before this season, but
I didn't really even see them in the top 8 spot when before the season began.
oh yeah.
Now they're third spot. So
To be honest, I didn't see Isaiah Thomas being an All Star as well.
yeah, 'cause, I mean the guy is like a little bit taller than me, so
I don't think he's taller than you.
I think he is. He's like 5'8". I'm 5'7".
He's 5'8" with like shoes that 5'8" with shoes.
But yeah, um, like yeah,
It's not gonna be Boston in the finals.
no, but
Atlanta? Nah.
nah.
That's.
I think it's either gonna be Toronto, Heat, or Cavs.
I think like the most interesting topic about these year's playoffs in the East is like who's gonna match up with the Cavs. It's really interesting.
Hmm.
Um, you got a nice set of matchups. I mean, like two. I mean, I don't want to see Atlanta in the finals. I know
No.
they could maybe do it.
Come on, man.
I
Atlanta in the finals would get murdered.
they would get murdered, but still they could get there potentially. Uh,
And I
I
think
say like, oh my god, it's so hard to tell who's gonna face them. I say Toronto as well, but I'm keeping Miami close.
yeah.
Boston, no, they're gonna have like a nice series, like in maybe first round with playing whoever they're gonna bring in. It's gonna be nice to see. Uh, that's
Hmm.
that's it pretty much.
Yeah. But
Eh,
but also to kind of bring it out that the Cavs, they're kind of they haven't been on top of their game. There's been some issues. They're kind of chasing the dream here. They're kind of trying to make moves, maybe even unnecessary moves.
but LeBron, the GM, is gonna figure it all out. He's working extra time on
Mm,
that stuff.
I don't think so. I mean, you know, I think I think they're gonna come up short if they make the finals again. I'm pretty
Talk
sure
about
actually.
Eastern Conference Finals
Yeah,
now.
but yeah. Well, the
So
East.
is it a safe bet that, uh, of course, Cleveland is going to go to the finals and Cleveland is going to win the Eastern Conference Finals? Is it safe to say?
I think it could be a close series actually. So I'm not like 100% for the Cavs here.
Do you trust?
I think they gotta solve their issues that they have.
Do you trust Kyrie being healthy at that time? And I mean, Kevin Love keeps the streak he has like now. Do you trust that? Being I mean, they did eat. I mean, LeBron did great without them, but what do you think?
Mm, hmm.
Yeah, I think still, even if LeBron's gonna play without Kyrie and Love, I think it's guaranteed they're gonna go to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, I think in the East they can pretty be very very successful, but I think the game changer in the finals would be I personally think they will face the Golden State Warriors again. Um,
And that brings us to the Western Conference
yeah,
Finals. Uh,
I would just say that if they do make it
that's easy. That's
against Golden State, then the Warriors defense would shut down Kyrie. They would shut down
okay.
Love.
Let's just bring it back. Back. We know we said the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to be in the finals. That's what we think.
Hmm.
Okay, now let's just go to the Western Conference Finals. Who do you see in the Western Conference Finals?
Well, one team I think is
Let's
obvious.
bet. Yeah,
Safe bet.
yeah,
Um, I think Clippers, Thunder, and Spurs
yep.
have all a very close sort of chance of being alongside Golden State in that Western Conference final. I think if the Clippers figure this shit out and
And Thunder as
they,
well. I don't think the Thunder are gonna figure this stuff out. I mean, they won't.
yeah, I think the Thunder might choke. I think they might choke
Do you
somewhere, and
think they're gonna run any kind of offense in the I mean, in the playoffs where you need to bring it up? I don't think they can play their one-on-one basketball.
yeah, the whoever offense is kind of it kind of works against teams that are lackluster on defense, but when you come to face up against an organized defense, then they're just gonna you're gonna see similar numbers that you saw from the Golden State uh, OKC game where Russell is shooting 33%. KD might have an off game himself.
Yeah,
Um,
he's not going to more than 40% field goal, which is poor, poor, poor.
yeah, you're gonna need Westbrook to be smart, take
He's
smart
not.
shots, kind of try to get your team involved. I understand that he gets like triple doubles and shit, but sometimes you're like, okay, like you pass the ball 10 times to Katie and he makes a bucket, like you know.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna, but I don't think they're gonna run an offense all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think they're gonna
The
kind of crumble.
their most complicated play is like Russell or some kind of guard having the ball on the wing, and you have like a pin down screen on the other side of the court for KD,
Mhm.
and that's it. He comes off the screen, you pass it to him, and he drives or makes a play. That's it. That's the most complicated one.
Yeah.
That's bad news for the Thunder. I don't. I see Golden State, of course, in the Western Conference Finals. I see Spurs or Clippers, but Clippers, still you don't know what you're gonna get from them.
Yeah. Uh, I think the Clippers, if they would face maybe someone like a Thunder in the playoffs, it could upset
If
them.
you had to bet your money, who
Had to
would
bet
you
my
bet?
money.
Yeah,
Obviously, like this sort of the safest bet would be Spurs, right?
yeah, Spurs, Golden State.
Yeah. I think that would be an incredible matchup.
Yep.
Like very, very two great teams, very well coached. One side Steve Kerr, who's a second year coach, and he's like right up there. You know,
I would say he's right up there, in regards to Greg Popovich, but he's a great coach. He's good.
he's a great coach. Yeah,
He's a great
great coach.
personality. Before you saw him. Uh, a lot of in the media. He's a nice guy. He knows a lot of basketball. Of course, he played, with the Bulls and all. He's been around really.
And he was a shooter himself, so
Yeah, yeah, of course.
he knows the plays. He knows the plays.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say Golden State, Spurs.
yeah. I'd go now. Now you have to like say what you think about the next stuff. I mean, the NBA Finals. So, safe to say that the Cavs will be there, and what you pick off the West?
Um, well, if Curry keeps going the way he's going,
And Clay bringing up 30 points, like
and
saving the
Clay
yeah,
being solid,
and
defensively,
Draymond dishing
offensively,
and rebounding and defending.
yeah, and all the role players doing their thing,
Yeah,
then I'd say Golden State.
Golden State off the West and beating up
Cavs,
Cavs. Maybe
Cavs. Yeah, I think it will be a rematch.
you see Golden State Cavs and what you see there.
I see a similar story as last year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Uh, I don't think LeBron is as good as he used to be. I think the best he ever was with the Heat. Um,
and he's
I
not a
think
better shooter as well.
he's got worse for shooting, and that's kind of what worries me.
Yep, not a
Um,
great ball handler as well.
like in the Heat, he was shooting 55%.
I
Those
know.
kind of numbers constantly. Like obviously, it's not all shooting. He's driving to the basket, obviously, but his shooting was on point. Like he was a great shooter.
You know why? In Miami, they have like they had a coach, a real coach. They had a system. They had great management. What you have in the Cavs is the management is LeBron. Is LeBron. The coach is LeBron. Pretty much, it's
Yeah.
not breaking news. I mean, Tyronn Lue is not drawing up some crazy plays, or
Hmm.
he's not doing it.
Yeah.
What you had in Miami is, Pat Riley and Spoelstra putting up Wade and LeBron in a situation where they can score the ball in the paint and using them, using their strength to get buckets inside. And yeah, the occasional 3 pointer, but he knew how to use them. And LeBron, he counted on them. He trusted them to put him in that situation. He wasn't wearing as much hats as he does right now in the Cavs. And you know what? I think it's gonna maybe overweight him. I mean,
Yeah, I see what you mean. Especially when the Golden State defense kicks in, as it sort of was last year. Um, yeah, I understand they had no Kyrie and they had no Love, but what happens when Kyrie shoots bad? What happens when Kevin Love shoots bad? Draymond locks up K Love.
he
You
can
know,
play. He can play Caleb. Yeah, he's 6'7", but he
yeah,
can guard them. That's a problem for them. And he
yeah,
can switch up.
like and I think you notice is when the Cavs get faced up with great defense, they struggle. They really struggle with their
He
offense.
plays stagnant like OKC. That's
Yeah,
what.
yeah. They stuck up. They try to run some plays. It doesn't work, and then LeBron ends up chucking up some free, or J.R. Smith. He ends up going like 1 for 10 from the field, and a lot like the finals last year. And I don't think anything has changed except you have Love back and you have Kyrie back. But you know, you get more offense, I guess, from them, but less defense from them.
Do you see Matthew Dellavedova locking up Curry again, like he did? Bodying.
No, no,
I
no,
don't think it's gonna. I
no.
don't think it's gonna happen again.
Curry, he finally last year, he got his groove going and he didn't stop. Like he just kept going
Yeah,
and he closed out the series with some crazy, crazy shots.
yeah,
Um, so yeah,
yeah. I think
unfortunately,
it's a one night stand with like Matthew. You saw him. It was like a shock to Curry. Seeing somebody so
hmm
on him. Bodying him up so
yeah,
bad. But ever since then, Curry. You can say he extended his range maybe more.
oh yeah,
So
it's crazy,
yeah,
crazy.
it's freaky. People say just you got like legends commenting on Curry's game, and they're like, "Yo, the NBA's defense today is whack. It's soft. It's like that because what they see from what I read and heard, is Curry just hitting everything from everywhere, crazy shots, and you see the opposing defender like picking him up in the 3 point line,
Hmm.
which is crazy because the dude can step up, before that and knock it in your face. So how about picking him up in the half court line? What about that?
Yeah, yeah,
So, yep, that's pretty much yep, Golden State going all the way. I think we've covered up some we wanted to go through an article about surprises and disappointments,
yeah.
but I think we pretty much talked about it. Um, so what we had today is we talk about the OKC and Golden State games. We broke down OKC, talk about the player picture. Um, we what we wanted to do is talk about the trade breakdown. We could do it pretty quick. Um, yeah, we can do it pretty quick. What you think?
Which breakdown now?
A trades breakdown.
Trades. Okay.
Yep.
Um,
Like,
one noticeable trade that went down was the Lance Stevenson, Jeff Green trade.
let's see.
That was a pretty interesting signing.
Yep.
Trade, I mean.
That's from what date? That's before 2016.
That was
Or
the trade deadline this year.
oh, okay. So what do you think about that?
Uh,
Just
my
some quick video.
Clippers came out on top on that. Um, and I don't yet see how Lance fits into the Grizzlies.
Of course, all I see there is like no, everybody knows Memphis is not going nowhere. Clippers need a free. They need to load off Lance. He just supposedly has some kind of potential and skills. You give us what we need, or you're not going nowhere. So I'm gonna give you this one. He's supposed to be good.
Hmm.
He's gonna get some flashy plays or something. You're gonna get some out of him. Maybe some more crowd coming up, whatever. And that's it. That's all I see in it. Clippers. Using the situation, and basically that's it.
Yeah. They also got the future protected, first round pick
Hmm.
along with Stevenson.
Yep.
The Suns finally unloaded Morris.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. There
The,
was a problem. Yeah. Ever since his brother left,
yeah. Yeah.
crazy there.
Very emotional situation.
So they loaded off him, and he's a good player. Can put up numbers.
Yeah.
He's not gonna change anything from the Wizards, in my opinion. But
It can bring some, but
yeah, it's not gonna change the situation.
yeah.
Basically, that's it.
Hmm.
That's just a trade, to deal him off somewhere for the Suns. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I see. Um, what else? What else?
Wait, I'll be right back. Like 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so yep. Uh, what's the next trade you want to talk about?
Uh, this was an interesting one where it was supposedly to be uh, Donatas Martínez
Yep.
and Marcus Thornton
Yep.
for Joel Anthony and protected uh, 16 first round draft pick.
Yep. That's kind of weird to me. That's a weird trade.
Um, yeah, but the trade didn't go through because Donatas Martínez didn't pass his physicals.
Yeah, it's weird. Did you hear anything more about it?
Yeah, it was re-signed it by Pistons.
What heard about that thing is like he said he was good, but they just didn't want to sign him, something like that.
Uh,
I heard some kind of controversial thing about that. Anyways, I see it as a weird trade. I saw Donatas play really good in the Houston, and you know, um, getting it. Why would the Pistons give out their you know pick to Houston? I have no idea.
I don't know. Maybe they feel like they got enough young talent
No
that
way.
they.
No way. No way. There's not enough young talent. Talent. No way. Wait.
Yeah, well, Marcus Thornton was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like an
It's
offensive.
yeah.
They could use that.
Yeah.
Um, and Martinez as well. Offensively, he's good, but he's struggling injury with injury.
Let's talk about I think like the last notable trade, Channing Frye going to the Cavs from
Mm.
Orlando, um, basically for nothing. Second round pick and Jared Cunningham, which he's a nice
Yeah,
player
yeah.
actually, nice, nice.
Magic get second round pick and Jared Cunningham. Yeah.
Yeah, Jared Cunningham is a nice player, but uh, still it's like nothing because Channing Frye is a proven player, veteran. How do you see Channing Frye helping the Cavs? Maybe in the like NBA final situation. Some say
Well,
he can play defense. That's what I heard.
yeah. I mean, anyone can play defense if they try hard enough, right?
Dirk can't.
uh, yeah, I mean, he's not a bad player. Is he worth it? I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
they got him from nothing.
they gave out like a future first round pick, didn't they?
Second round pick.
The Blazers got a future first round pick via Cavs.
The Blazers.
Yeah, it
Ye-
was a free man trade,
Oh
and they
yeah.
got Anderson Varejao as well, who
If
they
you knew,
waived.
if you knew you could load off Anderson Varejao and his contract and give up a future first round pick, you go into the finals. So I think you'll feel good with that trade. Eh,
Yeah.
you don't care about both of these, the pick and Anderson Varejao.
Yeah.
And that's it pretty much. Anything
Uh,
else ahead?
no, it's just Miami was dealing with the luxury tax, trying to get uh, get under the luxury tax. Yeah, that the most noticeable trade was Stevenson Green
Yeah, that
trade.
was like impactful, for the Clippers.
And I mean, yeah, the Oklahoma City Thunder got Randy Foy as well. For DJ Augustine, Steve Novak, two second round picks, and
DJ
cash
Augustin was nice
considerations.
for the OKC.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep,
he was
uh,
solid, not
that's
bad.
pretty much it. This was this week's podcast. We'll see you next time, and peace out.
Yeah, peace.